So because I'm recording it only now, yes. So you need a tennis ball and wait, you need a, where am I? So now everyone is seeing Katarina. So hello, back. So you need for this class a tennis ball and a strap or a belt. And I'm gonna get the same thing now. Okay. And then you can already lie down on your mat. Good. So tennis ball and strap. Good. And you can just have it nearby. We're going to need it towards the end of the class, not right now. And we're just going to lie down onto the back. Good. And here you can just take a few breaths. You can have your knees either bent or you have your legs straight. That is a little bit up to you. And then we just take a few deep breaths to arrive on our mat. And you might notice that when you lie down, there's quite a bit of tension in your back. Or maybe you feel like, oh, this was such a good day. I'm just really relaxed. My head is free. I'm arriving in my body in a relaxed manner. Just taking a few deep breaths. And then just check in with yourself. How are you doing right now? How does it feel to be in the body in this very moment? And I'm just going to close the window because I feel like there's a bit of background noise going on otherwise. And then from here, just bring your knees into your chest and you're just going to start rolling out on the lower back. And then go the other way around. Okay, and then bring your knees, your hands onto your knees, and we're slowly starting to roll out the knees. So we're circling the knees in two different circles, so both knees are making one circle each. And then we go the other way around, so we're just going to draw the knees apart and coming back into the center. Good, and then you can place your feet onto the mat, so one foot on either side of the mat. You're going to bring the arms out, and we're just going to start with windshield swivel. We're starting with stretching out first before we go a little bit deeper. So let your knees sink to the right with those good mat width apart. Taking a few deep breaths here, stretching out the thigh. And then inhale, slowly coming back, and exhale, going over to the left side, stretching out the right side here. And then you can just slowly start to swing them a little bit more from side to side in a very relaxed fashion. Just opening up those hips. And that should feel really nice. This should feel quite gentle, quite relaxed. And by the way, just while you're doing this, check in a little bit with the sensations in your butt cheek. And you will see why I'm asking you this later on. Good. And you might feel like that the butt cheeks feel a little bit tight, that there's a little bit of like, yeah, you roll over it, that it doesn't feel super fluffy, super soft. That there is a little bit of, you can feel the muscles quite a bit. Good. And then from here, just slowly bring your feet back. So as I said, we want to work a little bit on the core. We want to also work on strengthening the butt and the thighs. So we're starting with the thighs first, and then we're gonna work on the core. And you've done this with me before, where we work a little bit on the gluteal muscle. So we're gonna have the hands on the floor and inhale. We're gonna lift the hips up into the air. And just take a moment here, having your hips high up. See how deep you can come into that first back bend. This is a back bend, by the way. And exhale, we're rolling the hips back down. Inhale, we're lifting up again. We're lifting a little bit higher. And exhale, we're slowly releasing that back down. Try to bring your butt down last. Sometimes the butt comes up first. That's not really how we want to do this. We're going to inhale, we're going to again lift it up. And you might notice that every time you go up, the lift becomes a little bit more. Inhaling up, but that back bend increases little by little. It's not something you have to force. Exhale. It's just something that usually happens quite naturally. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And now you're pressing your feet firmly into the ground. You're starting to pull your heels towards you, and that should activate the back of your thighs immediately. And we're just going to keep on doing a few more of these. While pulling the thighs, sorry, not the thighs, the heels towards our butt. Lifting and releasing. Keep going, just a few more. Good, and then from here, inhale, lift, and now we're doing the pulsing. Remember, we're going to inhale and pulse, 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 pulse. So that means we're not touching the floor. These are really small movements, but very effective. Keep drawing the heels towards you, keep pulsing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now bring your feet apart and bring your knees together. And again, exhale, drawing the hips down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale down. And you can feel this is working more on the outside of the thighs and outside of the gluteal muscles. So we just again go into this normal bridge pose. You keep flowing here. Good. Can you feel it? It's more on the outer side. This is always a really good practice for me because I feel like this is a little bit of a weakness, especially here. You can feel like if you lift up, you can feel on your back the muscles working. Can you feel that on your back while you're lifting up? Exhale down. These are always the muscles that get tense a lot in my everyday life. So this is a good practice to work on. And then we're gonna again pulse, 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 pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring the feet back. This time you're gonna bring the feet together. You're drawing your knees out. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Knees are out. Heels still drawing backwards. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Can you feel your glutes working? Can you feel your thighs working? Good, and we're gonna again pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, slowly bring your hips down to the floor. Bring your knees into your chest, just draw your knees a little bit closer. You might feel that quite nicely in your butt. And don't worry, If your back feels quite intensified, that's fine. We're going to roll it out later on. And then from here, we're just going to lift the legs. We're taking a few breaths to roll out the feet. Just taking a few breaths here and then rolling it out the other way around. All right, and then from here, bend your knees. Have your knees above your hips. Engage your toes. Bring the fingers into one another. Place them behind your head. Good. Take a deep breath in. Now lift your elbows high up. Belly draws towards the spine. Then lengthen the left leg and twist to the right. Have your knee above your hip. Exhale, suck in the tummy. Good. Coming back into center. Inhale. Lift your elbows high up, straighten the right leg, twist to the left, exhale, suck in the tummy. Good, coming back into center. Inhale. Lift your elbows high up, straighten the left leg, twist to the right, exhale, suck in the tummy. Good, coming back into center. Inhale. Lifting high up, straightening the right leg, twist to the left, exhale, suck in the tummy. Good, coming back. Inhale, lifting up, straightening the left leg, twist to the right. Exhale, suck in the tummy. Good. Coming back into center. Inhale, lifting your elbows up, straightening the right leg, twist to the left. Exhale, suck in the tummy. Coming back into center. Inhale, and lengthening the left leg. Exhale, suck in the tummy. Good. Can you feel how that engages the core? Inhale, lifting up, straightening the right leg, twist to the left. Make sure your knees always above your hips. Exhale, suck in the tummy. Good. Coming back. Inhale, lifting up, straightening the left leg, twisting to the right. Exhale, suck in the tummy. Good. Starting to work. Can you feel that? Inhale, lifting up, straightening the right leg, twist to the left. Exhale, suck in the tummy. Good. We're gonna do a few more. Inhale, lifting up, straightening the left. Exhale, suck in the tummy. Coming back. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, suck in the tummy. Good. Inhale, lifting up, twisting to the right. Exhale, suck in the tummy. Good. Coming back. Inhale, lifting up, lengthening over to the left. Exhale, sucking in the tummy. Good. Coming back. Inhale, lifting up, straightening the left leg, twist to the right. Now bring your right foot a little bit more forward. Hold it here. Exhale, suck in the belly. Good. Coming back. Inhale, lifting up, lengthening over towards the left. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Bring your left foot a little bit further forward. Engage your core. Exhale, suck in the tummy. Good. Coming back into center. Placing your head down, bringing your knees again to your chest. Good. From here, place your feet back onto the floor. Inhale, lift your hips up. This time, bring your arms over your head. And just stay here, really working on bringing the heels again towards the center of your body. So we're pulling them backwards and we're lifting the hips high up, and we're just enjoying that stretch in the belly. And so slowly bring your back down. Keep your hips off the floor. Inhale, draw your tailbone one more time up. Draw your knees together. Exhale, release. Good. You bring your knees into your chest. Bring your arms to the side and let your knees sit in a 90-degree angle towards the right side and turn your head towards the left. So here we're having a nice stretch along the left side of the outer body. And we're just releasing. Inhale, coming back into center. Exhale, leaning over to the opposite side. Good. Inhale, slowly coming back. And from here, just start to roll up and down on your back a few times. Good. Then come up. Good. Take your big toes and inhale, just straightening the legs, lengthening towards a boat variation. Try to turn around in the back, lifting the back up. Try to straighten your feet. So we're going to flex the feet. Can you feel already a nice stretch in the legs? And start to open, drawing yourself a little bit further forward. Good. Exhale, bring your knees back and just roll it forward onto all fours. Good. Very nice. Good. And from here, we're just going to start with a casual head and cow. Just allow yourself to roll out the back. Give yourself a bit of time. See a little bit where you need the most stretching, where you need the most releasing. Very nice. And then from here, we're slowly tucking under the toes and we're coming into the first downward facing dog of the day. And as always, we're taking some time to stretch out the legs, to lengthen, to breathe, letting your head relax. Good, lengthening the back, taking a few breaths here. Now, bend your left knee, draw it towards the right, and you're leaning with your hips towards the left, so that you get a nice stretch in the outside of the right, or in the right outer side of the body, and especially around the armpits. Good, and then we do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to just bend the right knee over to the left. We lean towards the right of the body with the hips until we have a good stretch on the left side. Good, slowly coming back. Take a few breaths in your downward facing dog. Just let your head relax. Just breathe. And from here, slowly lifting forward into a plank, lowering down, inhale, coming up into the first cobra. Good, just taking a few breaths in your cobra. And so push back, slowly back into downward facing dog. And again, just take a few breaths here. Remember, you can always keep your knees bent. Good. Inhale, coming down into plank, lowering down and coming up into cobra. So already second cobra now. You might notice already a little bit of a difference. Maybe you feel like you still need to adjust a little bit into that back bend. Exhale, pushing back into downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, coming again into plank, lowering down, and inhale, coming up into cobra. And you feel a change happening in your spine. Is there a little bit more space arriving in the upper back and the lower back? We're going to do this a few more times. So we're going to push again back into downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward into plank, exhale, lowering down. Inhale, coming back into cobra. Use your breath to always relax the spine, especially also the shoulders. Exhale, coming back, pushing over your knees into down dog. Inhale, coming back into plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, coming up into cobra. You might want to close your eyes for this practice to truly become aware of what is going on in your back. Exhaling, pushing back into downward facing dog. Inhale, coming into plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, coming back into cobra. We're going to do this 3 more times. And you might be wondering like why, but you might also notice like, oh, actually I'm activating my arms quite a bit. I'm strengthening, I'm lengthening my legs, and also my cobra becomes a bit more flexible. Can you feel that? It's a little bit more movement. Let's go back into downward facing dog. Take your time here. Just take your time to also really celebrate your down dog. Inhale, coming back into plank. Exhale again, lowering down. Inhale, find your way into your cobra. What is shifting in your back? What is changing in your attitude towards the cobra? We're going to do it one more time. Exhale, pushing back into down, facing down. Last one. Inhale, coming back, lowering down, and inhale, coming up into cobra. Stay here for a moment, really exploring your whole spine. How does your lower back feel? Is there space? Do you need to draw your chest more forward? How does your middle back feel? How is your shoulder area? Exhale, last one. We're going to come back into the downward facing dog. And from here, you can slowly walk your feet in between your hands. How does it feel to be in that pose? By the way, if you feel like you need less stretching in your legs and more activation of your back, a nice way to do this in this pose is to just interlace the fingers and bring them behind your head and then draw your head a little bit closer towards the legs. Then you can still swing. And maybe you know, it's like just doing that over and over with the cobra and the down dog, how much of an effect it already had on your back. All right, then slowly start to wander your hands over that, really over towards the right side of your foot. And then coming back and we're wandering the hands over towards the outer side of the left foot. Good, and from here, we want to keep having that wiggly motion, that kind of like play with forward and backwards. So we're going to inhale, we're going to lift up, we're rolling up, we're drawing the arms up. Coming into a slight back bend, exhale, we're lowering back into forward fold. Inhale, we're rolling the back up, lifting up, slight back bend here. Exhale, rolling that down again. Inhale, lifting up. Drawing the arms up. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, we're just going to do this fluidly. Exhale. One more time, lifting up. And exhale. Lifting up. Exhale, close your eyes, just follow that flow without thinking too much about it. Just imagine that our back is like dough, and you know, like that rolling is like that when you're starting to walk the dough, and you're becoming soft and smooth and stretched. And exhale down. We're doing it a few more times. You just keep rolling up. And exhale down. And lifting up. And exhale down. Last one. Inhale, you're lifting up. And exhaling down. Good. Taking a few breaths here. And then once you're ready, inhale, come into half forward fold. You can also have your hands on your shins, you're looking down. And then keep your knees ever so slightly bent. So that means you just don't hyperextend. Inhale, draw your navel towards the side, lift your arms up. Exhale back. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale back. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lowering down. Good. And then from here, draw your right leg back. Your breath here. Give yourself a moment to just pulse. And then draw your chest forward. And whenever you're ready, you inhale and you're drawing up in the high lunge. Good. Beautiful. And then from here, you're starting to lean forward. You keep activating your core, you're leaning forward. Exhale, you draw your arms back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Inhaling in. Exhaling back. Try to create space between your hip and your thigh. So don't just lean into it. You're pressing through the thigh away from it. And inhale, lifting up. Exhaling down. Good. Sink a little bit deeper. Just feeling that activation of your left thigh. Exhale, bring your hands down, stepping back into downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot in between the hands. Again, we're going to just pulse, opening the left hip. And then little by little, we're drawing the chest forward to open up just a bit more. Good, and inhale, we're lifting up into a high lunge on the right. Good, again, give yourself a bit of a moment to arrive. Engage your core. So what I meant before with activating through the thigh. So here you have the spitzig, what is it called? The pointy point of your pelvis. And then here you have your thigh. And when you just lean into it, there's no space in between the two. But if you lift in through the thigh, you should create a little bit of a space, a gap. And then you keep engaging, you draw forward. And it requires quite a lot of activation from the thigh and pressing into the floor. Lifting up, exhaling back. Inhale. Exhaling back. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. Inhale. Exhaling back. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. Good. Inhale, coming back into the high lunge. Exhale, slowly push back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward into plank, lowering down, and inhaling, coming up into cobra. Exhale, pushing back into a child's pose. Just take a moment to come into child's pose and let your head rest on the floor. And then in and slowly coming back onto all fours. From here, lower down onto your lower arms. So we already worked on opening the upper back by doing so many cobras, and now we're gonna keep engaging into this with our dolphin. So we're gonna interlace the fingers, we're gonna tuck under the toes, make sure your elbows are underneath your shoulders, and push up into your dolphin pose. Good. This is a great strengthener pose. Huh? This is a pose that strengthens your shoulders, it strengthens the trapezius. It's just a really nice pose also to create length. You can also walk that dolphin for a moment. You might notice that that dolphin feels a bit easier than it normally does when we do it towards the beginning of the class, because you've already worked quite a bit on loosening up the back. Can you feel that? That the dolphin doesn't feel so intimidating anymore because your upper back has been moved so many times into all those different directions already. First with the bridge, and then with the down dog cobra combination, and then obviously also when we went forward fold and back bend. And we just want to activate our upper body a little bit more, so we're going to move our feet a little bit back and exhale. We're going to come into flight. I have to go a little bit further onto the mat. Good. Inhale, coming back into the cobra. Into dolphin, exhale down into plank. Inhaling up. Exhale plank. Inhale cobra. Sorry, I keep saying cobra, I mean dolphin. Exhale. It's not like those animals look anyway alike. Inhale dolphin. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Holding it here. Keep engaging your core. You're doing really good. My hair is pretty funky. Keep holding, holding, holding. Good. And then lower your belly down. Good. Keep your elbows just where they are. And draw your shoulders back and your chest forward. If you feel this is really too deep, you can always bring your elbows a little bit forward. But again, we have worked quite a bit on the upper back, so I hope you can feel that shift from what we normally do, where we don't do so many cobras in one row. And that might be also like be a little inspiration for you at home if you practice alone. To do a bit more of the same over and over. It has such an incredible effect on the body. And then you can either stay here, or if you feel like you want to have a different version of this backbend, you can bring your feet towards your hips. You're holding on to your ankles and you come into a bow pose. This is an optional version of the pose. You can also stay in cobra. Good. Exhale, release, and slowly come one more time into a child's pose. And here in this child's pose, you really want to allow yourself to relax. Stretching the whole back again, giving the hip already a moment to stretch out. Good, and then from here, slowly come up onto your knees. And just before we go to the leg stretching series, I want to work one more time with those forward bends, back bends. And we're looking at the camel. And as always, you have different variations of that camel pose that you can try. So you can do the camel one, where you're just having your hands under your hips and you look up. Or you tuck under your toes, you bring your hands towards the heels, you're lifting your chest forward and you're letting your head hang. And then watch me first to come out of this pose. You bring your hands in front of the heart, you let your head hang. You're slowly lowering down, and then once you're all the way down your head, will come forward on its own, because if you do it while you're having your head back, it creates quite a lot of tension on the neck, and you want to avoid it. Okay, so coming to the I have no idea why animals are so hard for me today. Coming to the camel of your choice, so either camel 1 or camel 2, and you're just staying as long in this back bend as you yourself feel comfortable, and when you want to come out, you flow back into a child. And then you come out very slowly. You really take your time and find back into your child's pose again. Good, and from here, even slowly, slowly start to come back up. Come back onto your force and finding yourself back into the last down dog of today's class. You take again a few breaths here. And then from here, you decide whether you still want to move or whether you want to stay a few breaths in a still standing dog. And then from here, slowly, slowly walk your feet again in between your hands. And we're going to again do a few rounds of this forward fold and back bend that we did at the beginning, just to giving our spine again one more time that chance to move before we come into the leg stretches here. So we're going to inhale, we're going to ripple ourselves up. Exhale, we're lowering down again. Inhale, releasing upwards. And exhale, sinking that down. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhaling down. Stay here for a few breaths longer. And then from here, slowly, slowly, bring your feet a bit apart, lower your hips down onto the floor. Come back into your boat. This time we're not holding onto the legs. And then from here, just lower, lower, lower down. Bring your knees into your chest. Good. And just hold your knees in your chest for a moment and just see how your back feels when you're in this position. And what happens in most of the cases, there's always exceptions obviously, but most of the time, what people feel is that there is no more pressure on their back, or very little pressure on their back. Because the legs are out of the equation, the legs are now lying on your belly. And normally when we stand, there's quite a lot of pressure on the back, because the back has to hold itself up on its own. You would still be walking on 4 legs. We didn't have this problem, but because we decided to walk on 2 legs only, the back has to work quite a bit. And now when you're lying down, you can see the difference. Like, just place your legs down on the floor. If you place your legs down on the floor, depending a little bit on how tight you feel, you might still feel a little bit of a pull on your back. Whereas if you bring your knees back into the chest, that should be completely gone. And so we're now gonna start working on the back of our legs and the hips. So we work quite a bit on strengthening the glutes, and now we're working on releasing them. So make sure you have your strap or towel ready and your ball, your tennis ball. You need one tennis ball for today's class. Good. And yeah, I want to show you a little bit the magic of rolling out your myofascial tissue. So we're starting very classic. We're going to start with our figure four. So you're going to bring your right shin on top of the left thigh. And then with your right hand, you go through the gap and you're holding your left leg, either on the shin or on the thigh, that doesn't matter. You just want to feel a good stretch in your right hip. And you want to keep your shoulders and your neck relaxed. And remember when we were at the beginning of the class, I asked you to feel your butt when we were doing this windshield swiper hold, where we would place the knees from side to side. If you're completely new to this, you might not have known what I meant with that, but if you're regular in my classes, you probably felt that there might have been quite some tense parts, so a lot of like tightness in the muscles around the butt area. And you can feel that now, right? Like the more you draw your left knee back towards you, the more stretching you feel in the right butt. All right, and so this is kind of like to establish a baseline. We're gonna now place the left foot onto the floor, and we're taking the strap around the right foot. We're lengthening the right leg up into the air. Make sure your leg is straight, and also make sure your shoulders stay relaxed. So you can hold your strap however high up your leg allows it, and then you're relaxing your hip, and you're just starting to place that right leg back and forth. You can even take the strap a little bit lower so that your elbows are almost on the floor, so you really don't have to worry about your shoulders. You just wiggle a little bit. You just start to wiggle that leg. You can do it back and forth. You can start to do this also from side to side. This is really to relax. You don't have to go super deep. It's just about feeling a little bit, how deep can I go today? We also did quite a lot of downward facing dogs and forward fold. So you have already stretched your legs. It's not completely fresh. And for everyone who has done this leg stretching series with me before, remember, there is a difference whether you do this at the beginning of the class, where everything is still tight, or whether you do it towards the end of a class where you already worked on those areas of the body. All right. And then just draw your right leg as close towards your face as your leg, and you allow it without bending the knee. Keep your shoulders and your face relaxed, and you're just breathing a little bit into that stretch. Just familiarize yourself with the stretch. All right, and then take your strap down and take your right foot again onto the floor. So we're going to change that leg stretching series a little bit, or we add some elements to it. So you want to have your tennis ball or your fascia roll, whatever you have there. And then you're placing it into the center of your right butt cheek. And you just start to roll. You just start to roll on that ball. And depending on how tense the muscles are around that area, that might feel a little bit uncomfortable. And you want to create bigger and bigger circles with the ball. You're just rolling on that ball like there's no tomorrow. So you're starting to circle towards the outer side of the butt cheek. You might notice where there's tension in the fascia, and you want to roll on that area specifically. If you're a little bit in tune with that area already, you might notice that quite well. And you're just gonna start rolling that whole butt cheek, not just that center, but really also rolling to the side of it. And I'm giving you a few minutes here because you want to be quite firm. You also want to go up to the, so if you imagine the butt cheek going all the way to the lower back, that's all this area that we want to work on. So don't be shy to also go a little bit higher towards the beginning of the thigh, kind of like where your lower back starts. And just Keep rolling, keep going deeply into all the muscles that feel the little growth of. Remember to breathe. That's always a really important input. And it sounds stupid because you're like, yeah, I'm breathing all the time. But a lot of times when we're working with practices like this that can feel quite intense, we sometimes forget to breathe. And that's not what we want to do today. We want to give it a nice breath. You can roll fast or slow. You might want to work with one point specifically, where you feel like, oh, this point is so tight. It's kind of like a trigger point where I just need to stay a little bit longer on it, and I just need to not move and just let myself relax and let the hips sink into the ball a little bit more. Good. So make sure you're really rolling it all out. You have another 30 seconds here. Good. And then from here, find a point in your butt cheek that you feel like needs a little bit more attention. Place the ball there. So it needs to be a point where you don't want to feel nothing. You want to feel like, okay, there is something going on. And then let your right knee sink towards the side so that the ball sinks even more into that tissue. And you might have to wiggle a little bit until you find a point where that is the case, and then you just let your right knee sink to the floor, and you just breathe. And you try to relax your butt muscle completely. So the idea is really that you're relaxing completely into this pose. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And slowly come back and just take the ball away. And you can wiggle again with your knees from side to side. And you should feel quite a difference between the right butt cheek that we just worked on and the left butt cheek where we have not yet moved. So preferably, you might even feel it like when you go from one side to the other, that there's no resistance, but it's almost a little bit like that you're sinking quite a lot deeper into this. Can you feel that? It should feel really nice. All right, so you can place the ball next to you that it's a bit out of the way. We're bending both legs again. We're taking the right foot into the strap. Good, and we're again starting to stretch the leg. And you might notice that that right leg is coming a lot further back. Can you notice that? Is there less resistance in your right leg now that we stretched and rolled that right butt cheek? Can you feel that? So in my case, I can feel it a lot. There's so much more movement, far less resistance than there was before coming from the hip. Good, and then you're taking the strap on the front, so like towards the right foot, and you let your right leg sink towards the right. Just as far as you can. It doesn't really matter whether your foot is on the floor or not, it can stay in the air. As always, we have a second option. You can either stay like this, or you take your left foot into your left hand and place the foot outside of your butt cheek with the knees, with the left knee slowly drawing towards the floor. That will give you an extra stretch in the outside of the left thigh. And wherever you are right now, you're just taking a few deep breaths here to really stretch out both legs. And you're using your deep, deep breaths to let that stretch arrive in your body. Good, and then slowly, slowly bring both legs back. We're gonna take the strap down. We're gonna hold the right leg with our left hands, and we're gonna point the toes and slowly start to circle out the ankle. Really keep your toes pointy. It just gives you an extra stretch around the feet to lengthen the fascia. And go the other way around. And then from here, I'm gonna turn now so that you can see me in case you need to. We're gonna take the strap again around the right foot. We're gonna place the left leg all the way down to the floor so that it's long. You're taking your strap into your left hand and place your right arm out to the side like a T. And then whenever you're ready, you let that right sink over to the left side. Again, it doesn't matter whether your leg comes onto the floor, but you want to keep your right shoulder on the floor. So you don't want to come onto the floor, you want to keep it on the ground. If you feel a resistance from your middle back, from the waist area in that the back in that area, try to breathe and soften through the hips. Sometimes it takes a little while until that area of resistance starts to melt away. Just make sure you can relax your neck, your shoulders. You can tilt your head tenderly towards the right side, away from the foot. Take just a few more breaths here. Really allow the whole body to relax. You might notice, if you're familiar with that series already, you might notice quite a big change when you include the fascia rolling. That not only is the butt more relaxed, but it travels all the way through the back. It has an effect on the whole body. All right, and then you can take the strap away from your right foot. You bend the right knee, you're slowly coming back into center. Take your time. You might want to roll a little bit on your knees, not on your knees, on your back. And then whenever you're ready, bring your right shin again on top of the left thigh, and you're just going to come back into your figure four. Just breathe in here. See if you can feel a difference. And then from here, slowly, slowly release the legs and just gently, gently start to place them down onto the floor. With the feet away. And just take a moment to feel if you can sense a difference between right and left. Good, and then from here we're going to come back, and this time we're going to change. So we're going to bring the left shin on top of the right thigh, and again, this is kind of to create a baseline, like how tight is our hip tight, how tight are the butt cheeks. Yeah. By the way, because we're doing this stretch and we're rolling it out, you will probably not feel any sore muscles in your butt, even though you worked them today quite a bit. because we already started to massage them. See if you can bring your right knee a bit closer to intensify that stretch in the butt area. Good, and now place your right foot down. Take your strap and or belt or whatever you have, or your scarf, and place it around your left leg. And again, just start to wiggle that left leg. So I don't know how you feel, but like I can feel quite a bit of resistance. There's not that much happening. I mean, obviously I can, if I want to go really deep into the stretch, I can start to draw the left leg further back, but it's not like, yeah, this is just my natural habitat and it feels super great. But I just want to, again, establish kind of a baseline. You can wiggle a little bit from side to side, just checking in with yourself, like how does that feel today to this practice. By the way, guys, we might overdraw. I don't know how you say that. We might have a little bit longer than quarter past. I hope that's okay. All right. Good. See how there's probably not too much movement going on. All right. And then we're going to take the strap away. We're going to place the left foot down, and we're going to place the ball underneath our left butt cheek. And I'm just going to start rolling the left side now. And what you want to do is you want to keep breathing, and you want to circle quite generously. Yeah, that's probably the right word. You want to be generous with the size of that circle. Don't just stay on the same spot. Really explore. Where does your body need the most stretching? And it might be right in the center of your butt cheek where you're starting at, and then you can stay there a little bit longer, but you will only know if that is the only place that needs love if you go everywhere first. Good. And just breathe into that stretch, into that rolling out. Remember to breathe. Just a few more seconds, just really rolling that whole left side. Be generous here. And obviously, if you do this at home, you know you can roll every part of your back. You can use two balls and go along the spine, up and down. You can work on the legs. It's really a cool practice. Good. And then again, find your spot, that one spot where you feel like you want to really let the ball sink deep into the tissue. Place your ball there and then let your left knee sink to the side. And remember, the goal here is to completely relax the gluteus, butt muscle. So you really want to have your whole weight on your ball without the muscle kind of tensing to protect yourself from the weight. So you're really drawing the ball inwards. Keep breathing, just a few more breaths. All right, and slowly come back. Good, and again, just go a little bit from side to side. Can you feel that the left butt cheek now feels also quite different than before? Hopefully less tight and tense and more soft. And then we're going to take the strap again. We're lifting up and we see what happens when we draw the left leg back. So with me, and hope you feel the same. There's so much more movement now. Suddenly this feels really natural to go back and forth. Which is interesting, right? It also shows that a lot of times, and I say this over and over again, these stretches have a lot to do with the tension in the hip, and not all alone with the tension of your calves or the hamstrings. All right, and then from here we're going to take the strap again high up towards the foot. We're going to let the left leg sink towards the left. Again, you could either stay just like this, or you draw your right foot towards your right hand and place the right heel next to your right, on the outer of the right butt cheek to have a stretch in the outer side of the right thigh. Remember, this is quite an intense pose. If you feel that the second version is too crazy for you today, then you just stay in the first version. Whichever pose you pick, you're taking the time to really breathe into the area where you feel the most stretch happening. Good, and then slowly, slowly start to come back. Lifting the left leg high up in the air, take the strap away. Hold your hands onto your left. The higher up you go, the more stretch you will feel. And then point your toes and start to circle out the ankles. So just rolling the feet in those circles. So this whole series is really designed to create length in the legs and to lengthen the fascia, to take away tension in the hips, in the hamstrings, creating mobility, taking away pressure also from your back. If you would do this practice, I don't know, twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, even just once a week would be good, you would see that your lower back doesn't really hurt anymore because you're taking away so much pressure. All right, and then we're gonna again come into the twist. So we're gonna take that strap back up. We're placing the right leg down. Take your strap into your right hand and let your left leg sink to the right and your left arm sink towards the left. Remember, it doesn't matter whether your foot is on the floor, it matters whether your shoulders stay there. So if you feel like your left shoulder coming off the floor, please go a little bit back, place them on the floor, and just have your foot in the air, or you can also place a block on or a book underneath your foot if that is more comfortable. Then turn your head towards the left hand and relax into this twist. And then slowly, slowly release, bend your knees, gently come back into the center. Again, as always, take your time. Just rolling your knees a little bit from side to side. And only when you're ready, bring your left shin back on top of the right thigh. And you come back into your figure 4. Just feeling that stretch one more time. And then whenever you're ready, slowly, slowly place both legs onto the floor. Just to see, how are you doing? How are your legs? And then we're gonna bring the feet back into center, so we bend the knees again. And then we're gonna place the soles together, we let the knees sink to the side, and we're opening up the arms. And this is just, one more time, we're taking away pressure from your lower back, and we're opening the hips again. And then just close your eyes for a moment. Allow that sensation of openness to become present. And then you can decide to either stay a little bit longer in this shape or to lengthen all the legs down to the floor and have your hands either on your belly or next to the belly for the remaining part of the Shavasana. And then from here, slowly, slowly, start to bring your awareness back into the here and now. Just see, check back in with yourself. How do you feel now? How's your energy changed? How does the body feel now compared to the beginning of the class? And then gently, gently start to move your toes and your fingers. And start to roll your head from side to side. And whenever you're ready, you're taking a deep breath in and you bring your arms over your head. Stretching yourself. And exhale, bring your knees into your chest. And slowly roll over to your favorite side. And inhale, coming back up into a seated position. You can leave your eyes still closed. Just take a few breaths here, arriving in the pose, in your seated position. Sorry guys, I just have to open my hair. It's so stuck. Good. Close your eyes still for a moment just to arrive. How does your back feel right now? Do you feel like there is a little bit of release happening? And by the way, you might also feel a bit tired. This is quite a lot of release that we worked on today. So we're gonna close today's class with one arm, and then I wish you a really relaxed evening with your back. So bring your hands onto your knees, and then take a deep breath in through the nose, and exhale out. And inhale in for one arm. And from here, bring your hands in front of the heart. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, peace. I thank you all so much for joining tonight. Namaste. So I hope your back feels a little bit stretched and released. I wish you a wonderful rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your sunshine and have a lovely evening. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.